So you like energy drinks? Yo, what's up? My name is Franco, and if you are familiar with my channel, then you've probably seen some of my gaming energy drink videos. If you haven't, well, I've covered a bunch of brands doing reviews and tier lists for flavors, and this will be the third time that I've done a sort of overview video on the subject, but this time it's going to be a little different. This time I want to introduce you to a huge project I've been working on, which is the Gaming Energy Drink Wiki. This project actually started as a way for me to internally organize all of that information that I had been gathering for those energy drink videos, and I found it really helpful, so I thought it would be cool to make a version that anyone could use, and this is what I ended up with. I think it's really helpful, I think you're really gonna like it, so I wanted to take some time to show you some of the features of the site and some of the things that I really like that I think you will too. This is the homepage of the site, and you're gonna see a few different categories here. The first thing I wanted to show you are the brand listings. On this page, you're going to find a table with every brand that I have covered up to this point, including some variations of those brands as well. Now, this is going to be a kind of snapshot view of what I felt like were the most important things about the brand. So the price, how many servings, how much caffeine, the website, whether or not it has maltodextrin or artificial colors, what kind of sweetener it uses, and then you're gonna also find the website and a discount code. You don't have to use these. Some of the websites are affiliate links, and then obviously those are my discount codes. If you wanna support the channel, well then I made it really easy for you to do that. I'm gonna open up the first brand on my list. This table is actually organized by alphabetical order by brand. So Advanced Energy here, you can make this full size as well. It's gonna open up in a small side peek view, but you can full size the screen. And like I said, all that information that was in that table is going to be listed right here, including some extra information. I always include these stats in my videos when I cover these brands. And so you'll be able to see those things here. If you're confused by any of these metrics or why I feel like they're important or relevant, well then you can click down here and it's going to give you an explanation of all of those categories. One of the things that I'm really proud of with this website is that when I make certain statements like 200 milligrams is the ideal optimal dosage of caffeine, if I pulled that from some sort of research article or study or something, I try to include it as a source. So you can click on it and it'll take you right to that source of where I got that information. There's a section here with all of my videos for that brand. It opens up really large if you're in full screen like this, but if you're interested in any videos that I've done that cover that brand, well then I made it really easy for you to find those. And then next up is the ingredients. This information has always been a focal point of my videos on energy drink brands, and now it's in this table form. So it's going to give you a list of all of the ingredients that are found in that drink, and then you can also click on those ingredients and it'll tell you way more about it than probably you ever wanted to know, but the information is there, including, you know, what does it do, what's the effective dosage, any sources that I have for that ingredient, and then every brand that is tagged as having that ingredient. In this table form though, you're gonna see how much of that ingredient the brand actually uses. So in this instance, theanine, it is an ingredient that calms the brain and enhances concentration. It also counteracts jitters. This brand uses 50 milligrams of this in one serving, but the effective dosage is 100 to 200 milligrams. So you'll see right here, it's labeled as underdosed. This could be underdosed, it could be effective dosage, or if there isn't a dosage that any sort of study has pointed to as being the effective dose, so then it's gonna say insufficient information. But it's a very quick way to see, you know, like, what are the ingredients and are they using enough of those ingredients to make a difference? One thing I kind of wanted to point out here was this underdosed used to say ineffective, and I feel like that's kind of a harsh way of describing when a brand doesn't use enough of that ingredient to meet the effective dosage that I was able to find. It doesn't mean that that ingredient's not going to do anything, it just means that they're not using enough of that ingredient to meet the effective dosage to get the maximum benefits of that ingredient. Now, this could be for a lot of reasons. It could be because the brand doesn't want to spend that much money. It could be that that ingredient tastes bad at certain levels, so they try not to use that much. There's multiple reasons. I have no idea what reason that it is, but it's just something to keep in mind. Just because you see it saying underdose doesn't mean it's just useless or that that brand sucks. Just like before, if you need any explanation on any of these things, you can click here and read that as well. The last table that you're gonna find on every brand page is the flavors. This is every flavor that that brand offers at the time of me making this website. Also, any flavors that I have covered before that maybe aren't available anymore. Now, my favorite thing about the flavor table are the flavor tags. I feel like this is gonna change the way that people are able to shop for these drinks. If I've never tried it before, you'll see flavor tags. You may think that doesn't make sense, but that's because I'm pulling whatever flavor description is on the label or on the brand's website. So Baron's Brew doesn't really tell you much about what that flavor might be, but on their website, it said that it was some sort of apple flavored drink. So it's tagged with apple. If I've ranked it, and you'll see here there's a tier list, if I've ranked it and you see more flavor tags, that is how I would describe this flavor. So for example, Dream Team Punch, strong, sweet, strong flavor, it's fruity, it's tart, and I ranked it at S tier. If you want to make your own tier list of this particular brand, well, then you can click here on create your own tier list, and I actually embedded the website for Tier Maker. I've made a bunch of tier lists. Sometimes it's not available because I don't have it yet, but you'll be able to come here and just kind of, put these where you like. If you do end up making a tier list and you want to share it on social media, make sure and tag me, because I think it would be pretty interesting to see what you rate these flavors if you've tried them. All right, the next thing that I'm going to show you is the flavor listings, and this is probably my favorite part about this website, and I'm really proud of this. This is a table with every flavor from every brand that is found on this website. Not every flavor I've tried, because there is a lot on here. There's 352 flavors in this table alone. I have not tried all of them, but if I have, well, then you'll see my ranking across all of the different brands. This table is actually organized by first tier list and then by flavor name, so alphabetically. So you can see every flavor from every brand that I have ranked as S tier, so my favorite flavors, and then you can continue down the list. Also, you'll see the flavor tags again, and this is why this is my favorite. You can come up here and go to flavor tags, and you can filter this table by different flavor descriptors. So like, let's say you really love watermelon, I'll click on watermelon. And now it filtered out every different drink that didn't have watermelon tagged. And so you can see every flavor from every brand that is tagged with watermelon. And I think that this is gonna I think it's really helpful. I don't know how you would do this before something like this. You'd have to go to like every brand's website and you'd have to sift through their flavors, and sometimes they're not named something that makes it obvious, like Bahama Mama. Unless you've had that mixed drink, you might not know that that has pineapple in it. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. I hope that you use this because it's awesome. I really love this part. I think those are the two most important parts about this website. But there are other things on here as well. So this whole section right here, ingredient listings, this is every ingredient that is found in all of these different drinks on the website. It has the name of the ingredient, it has the effective dosage if there is one, what does that ingredient do, what brands use that ingredient, any warnings that there might be about that ingredient, and then also any sources, the sources where I got that information, and then additional information as well. In addition to the ingredients, there's also a bunch of information about just caffeine in general. Again, this is stuff that I've covered in my videos, but it's never been available in one place like this. And so if you really want to read up on caffeine, the effects of caffeine, the safe daily limits of caffeine for different age groups, or let's say you really want to know more about artificial sweeteners, this is actually something I haven't covered in my videos because it's just a lot of information and studies are constantly coming out. It's kind of hard to keep up with, but you can read about artificial sweeteners as well. And I've also included an embed of this calculator that I've mentioned before. You can put in your weight, and then you can see how much caffeine is your safe daily limit. Now, this is just using a formula. Everyone's going to be different, as you will learn if you read the caffeine information page, but that's just a guideline. You can check it out. And then this is a collection of questions that I have received like a million times, either on my stream or in comments or in emails or in person. I just kind of put a bunch of the common questions I get here, so you can check that out as well. And then obviously the thing that people want to know, the most, and that is my personal rankings on different categories, and that is all found here on the rankings page. So you can see what my favorite all-around drink is, my favorite canned drink, the drink that I think has the best ingredients or the best flavors, the best value. Some of this stuff I've already mentioned in videos, and not a whole lot has changed since I said those things. But you can keep up to date on what I think is the best. So I hope you can kind of see why I think that this website is an awesome resource for anyone who's looking for more information on gaming energy drinks. Now, I'm not perfect, this website's not perfect, and I haven't tried every brand. So if you want to request a brand or you notice that there's a flavor missing, you can click here on request a brand. And also if you notice a mistake, please let me know using the report a mistake option, because I don't want there to be misinformation out there that's coming from me, that's for sure. I think that this is a really good foundational starting point, and it's actually gonna be what I use for all of my energy drink videos going forward. Obviously in the description below, I'm gonna put a link to the website, but it is energy.fracno.tv. Please check out the website, tell me what you like about it, tell me what you don't like about it, tell me what you wanna see in the future if you want me to add something. I have a bunch of plans for the website that I think that you're gonna like, so I hope that you use it and enjoy it as it is now, and I hope that you stick around so that you can see what it becomes. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.
Of all of the different ones that it could have been,